Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blackout Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And we're live on a Sunday just in the afternoon, ready to do some podcasting. Find us everywhere you find podcasts. The official weapon of the show is
folding chair
and the unofficial sport,
bullet ball.
And bullet ball, extreme. Don't forget, we have Patreon. We have the blackouttips.com/premium. You can get behind the paywall. We just recorded yesterday our sports show and our Just Catching Up with Justin show, the pregame and Balls Deep Sports. And we had a great time. We recorded it at like 9 in the morning, and then we turned around and did our feedback show. My point is, we work hard for the money. Okay.
Yeah, we work hard for the money.
Okay.
So hard for the money.
You will never be shortchanged.
No, you will not.
If you bet on us. So don't forget, you can get ad-free episodes over there now. And on the website, as well as if you're premium, the episodes are ad-free. And then there was a podcast that, I already said that part. I think I told y'all there was a podcast that was missing video on YouTube that I updated. I think I need to delete this note. I did this already.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So make sure y'all sign up if you're interested in getting behind the paywall and experiencing those things. I guess without further ado, we can kind of get into the show. Karen, did you have banter for today? Yeah, I didn't really have any either. So I guess we can go right into politics till we get mad. I only had one banter thing, but I can kind of save it.
Yeah, nothing really important. Shout out to the Panthers. We lost, but it's one of those things where I didn't expect us to win. I was just happy we was in the game. And
we beat the
spread.
spread.
We beat the spread.
They had us a double-digit home dog, 10.5 points. And we only lost by like 3 or some shit like that. And we was on their ass to the very last second. They were scared.
Yeah,
Everybody was scared. They thought we was going to fuck the playoffs up for everybody.
Yes.
And Bryce Young and them boys, I feel like, have something to build on.
They do.
Bring everybody back. Let's run it back. Let's see what we can improve on. I think a lot of people earn themselves at least another year.
Yes.
The coach, the quarterback, all that stuff. I mean, it's good vibes over here.
It is.
We can have expectations next time. Like next time we get to the playoffs, if that happens, we can go in there with some like, hey, it hadn't been 10 years since the last time, so we would like to win, but I'm not greedy at all.
Win, right?
I thought we had that thing for a second.
Me too.
So yeah, shout out to them. Very proud of them. And then the Hornets followed it up with the biggest ass whooping on the road we have ever put on anybody in the history of the world
of all time.
We went into Utah and we put belt to ass. It was not close.
We gave them the motherfucking business. And I looked at them like, bitch, why can't y'all do this at home when I can actually witness the ass whooping for myself?
I think they was embarrassed with them 2 losses they took
they was.
this week. And then also they got back to full health. Everybody on the team was healthy.
Grant Williams back. Let's motherfucking go. Him and the center back. I was like, oh, let's go, bitch.
Yeah, Grant Williams a cockburner. So like they hopped on the Jazz ass real bad.
Beat them down.
It was embarrassing as shit to the Jazz. And I know the Jazz are probably trying to tank on purpose, but that was one of them like maybe y'all should have played them dudes that night because y'all was gonna lose either way. But this was one of the like historical losses. I think one of the dudes on the team set the highest ever negative, like they have a plus minus thing where like, and it's a very simple equation. It's not accurate. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it's like when you were on the court, were more points scored with you on the court for your team or more points scored for the other team?
Okay.
He set the record with the worst one of all time. I think it was -60.
Oh no.
So he was on the court for the other team scoring 60 more points than his team while he was playing. So anyway, that was a great Charlotte sports day. Okay.
Yeah, that was I was having a great time watching that game. So we was one for the night for Charlotte, and so I counted as 2. That.
I'll go with the spread. We beat the spread twice.
Okay, we beat the spread. We definitely beat the spread on both of them.
All right, so that was the happy stuff. Let's get into the angry stuff.
Right? I was like,
I didn't know she
before
was
we
black
get angry.
until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on, shame on, shame on, shame on you, shame on you. Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
All right. Politics till we get mad. A lot of stuff making people mad. A lot of stuff with politics. Everybody's upset. I'm going to start with one that is close and dear to my heart. Okay?
Okay.
I saw this going viral, and I was like, oh, no. They done got Roy Wood Jr., y'all. They done got him. They done got
What
Roy.
happened?
They done got him. He was doing an interview with Rolling Stone, and they asked him one of them questions they ask all, they like to ask the political people, especially the black ones, how we gonna fix this? What did the Democrats do to get us in this mess? And he answered. He had a 2-minute answer. I didn't see the whole interview, but this is what Rolling Stone decided to put out.
I didn't see a second Trump term happening. And then when Kamala came in, I was like, oh, they might get it now. Mm-hmm. They might get it. And I think that there is a patented disregard for middle America voters in this country, and their opinions and thoughts, I think, aren't necessarily held with the same degree of importance or priority because you don't agree with the point of view or you think it's ridiculous. And this person who believes this thing also believes the earth's flat or something like that. So therefore, I'm not going to respect your political view on that. So I'm not going to do or say anything campaign-wise that appeases to that. I don't think you were ever going to beat Trump by telling Trump supporters, just look at the guy. And I think that's the playbook that a lot of liberals ran. And even now, and I'm not just talking about liberal politicians, I'm talking about just liberals as a group where they just go, that guy is ridiculous, how could you vote for that guy? And then the right is going, yeah, but your guy was lying too. And if you won't admit to the lies on the Biden side of the game, then you're not going to gain any credibility with these people, some of whom inevitably you're going to have to flip. Because it's only two ways Democrats get any of this back. You activate passive Democratic voters who don't have any faith in the Democratic Party, or you flip those people over there. And you're not going to flip any Trump supporter by just going, look at Trump, they're obviously lying. Logic isn't necessarily going to be the weapon. Might need to be love.
Okay, so I saw that going viral. I didn't even hit play on it till just now so I could see it fresh, because all I saw was the response, and people was frying Roy, because my timeline is extremely, we not with the bullshit, and I'm not with it either, for the record. But the thing it made me think of, and I feel like it solidifies it watching the clip, I don't think anybody who is currently has their livelihood attached to these big news corporations that are bowing down to Trump, I don't think any of them can speak the way that we speak on our podcast.
No.
I mean, they could, but they would not have a job. I think it's that industry has been kowtowed, and not that I think Roy was lying or anything, but I just think you have to finesse.
Yes,
you have to finesse your answer. You're not gonna meet any. I mean, I say this with nothing but respect for people I look up to and admire. None of them are going to meet the moment in the place that I think it should be met. I don't think these people sound like real fighters, and I think everyone's going from this playbook of, if you can't, if it's gonna make these white folks that voted for this bigotry feel bad, then we can't do it because their feelings matter more than anything in the world. And the idea of loving, because the unspoken thing about this is, and this is the thing, the unspoken part that you can't say out loud is like, well, the things they believe aren't just the earth is flat. They believe Roy Wood Jr. is not as smart as a white person that would have his job. They actually don't think Roy Wood Jr. should have a job on CNN. They don't think there's any qualification he could possibly meet. They don't think he should be in the military either. They don't think he should be in the White House. A lot of this is just a backlash to that. And there's actually, I don't think, any way to meet those people in the middle that still brings all those people on the left that everyone swears is just going to stay down and stay loyal and keep voting. I don't think there's a place to meet them. Now I won't even, I can't allow what I consider to be a lie to be said, which is this idea that Kamala Harris just said, look at that guy. He didn't say directly Kamala Harris, he said liberals, but that was not Kamala Harris's platform in any respect.
No,
that was what it was.
Her platform.
That's what it was reduced to.
Yes.
By a lot of people that were either not going to vote for her already, or they didn't respect her, or they just wanted to excuse Trump voters, whatever. But I am in a swing state. I watched her campaign down here. I watched her campaign rallies. I saw the commercials that her campaign put out. Zero of them were just, look at this guy. Many of them were about the economy and plans for, building back better and, all this stuff. There's some viral speech moments that go on social media that are like her saying a one-off thing, or Tim Walz calling them weird, which is always a weird response because people loved it in real time. He stopped saying it because the response was like, hey man, these Republicans, they got feelings too. And now that they lost, it's like, well, he should have kept that. So I just feel like people are doing Monday morning quarterback, like, because, and this, I'm glad to have this podcast, because the one thing you can't say is just white people voted for this and they wanted this, and you can't, and this part, I just mean sincerely, I just think even if I was like, Roy could be on the podcast, I tell him to his face, I don't believe you can love the hatred out of these folk. Like, this was the second time he won. This is not a mistake. We'll get into it later when we talk about Jasmine Crockett, but this is not a coincidence. These people were not mistaken. They didn't get over there. Like, the reason you can't win by saying look at Trump is because they actually know who Trump is and they know why they're voting for him. And it's beyond whether he's a good person or not. So you can't convince them that. But that's really, to me, not what Kamala Harris was doing. Now, she was accurate in being like, hey, he's going to do this and he's going to do that and he's going to do this, and he's doing it. And there's a clip for everything. Oh, he's going to sick the military on people just for disagreeing with American citizens. She was right. The fact that we can't hear that she was right and just take that as the collective L of us as voters and say we fucked that one up, and we have to find a way that it's her fault, that is the illusion that helps fuel the white supremacy that keeps kicking our motherfucking ass. No one can be honest. And like I said, I can't even really blame Roy any more than I can blame Jimmy Fallon, any more than I can blame even Jimmy Kimmel. Like, all these people that have a job to put a TV show on that goes across all of America or whatever, all the world, they feel a responsibility to try to, for lack of a better term, but pander. I don't mean it as like, but panders you're doing a TV show. You can't do a TV show for like, I just want New Yorkers to watch it. You got to do a TV show for everybody. You get the numbers for everything. These are the ratings. It's not, these are the, just the good people ratings. So those people have a different mentality of like, we have to find a way in between. Roy does this news show. He has to have a Republican on every week. Like, this is not like, looking to Roy to advise the Democratic Party is going to lead to the same answers that every person with a TV show is going to give. You know, nobody's going to write these white folks off. Now, will they write off the rest of us? Yeah. They'll write off black people's votes. They write off trans people's votes. They'll write off immigrant votes. They'll, like, the rest of us should just deal with the dissatisfaction and accept less than perfect candidates. But these white folks should never have to do that. They should, whatever they decide is right. Their might makes it right. You know what I mean? So it's more of them. So if their delusion is Donald Trump is just a good guy that everyone's picking on because he says some racist shit that they like, he says some shit about foreigners that they like, cool. Because I think the logic falls apart on itself over a year into his presidency. So these people were upset about the economy. The economy's worse now. Like, remember, the Biden economy was the problem? They're upset about Biden being a liar. Trump is a worse liar. They're not upset about his lies. They're not upset about this pedophile shit. They're not, like, these folks still got his back. His Republican people be on TV every Sunday morning during the Sunday morning rounds defending this shit. They don't care about the civil rights of these Americans and these people. They don't care about these people he's killing in the streets with ICE and shit. Like, you looking for a bottom in these people that I don't see. And I don't think we have the time for love to do its thing. You're not going to love it out of these folks. The mistake is thinking that there's a lack of love that led them to this area, a lack of attention. You know, oh, the middle America was middle America just didn't understand that women weren't going to have the right to have an abortion. But middle America just didn't understand that as many times as Trump said he would do this with ICE, he was going to do it. You know, middle America didn't understand that when he kept talking about DEI, he was going to de-blackify all of the military and stuff. And he was going to attack colleges as he said he would. It's an infantilization of this whiteness. And I honestly think it's part of the problem. This is why I said I'm not interested in talking politics with people outside of just our podcast. I truly am so angry that you could be with me 90% of the way and I'm like, fuck that 10%. I don't think that 10% is gonna kill us. You know what I'm saying? That's not a healthy place to approach this. I do think, for the last thing, I'll pass it to you, I do think that the job of Democrats, politicians and stuff is to find some sort of bridge to this divide. And that is a good thing. I think we need fighters, personally. I think people can get behind people who are ready to fight back against all this shit, whether they perfect or not. Just the idea of, like, we're done dealing with this bullshit. Because I think that part resonates with a lot of different types of people that don't always agree on a bunch of shit, but they do agree, like, I'm sick of fucking sitting back taking it. But the people that are politicians have an obligation to try to come up with something to bring us back together. They do. It's the job. It's why I don't get on here and say I would do this. Whenever people say, people, Rod, maybe you should run for office. I can't. I will never be able to sit in a room with a person who looks at that, what I consider to be a murder of a woman, and then try to argue to me the merits of why ICE killing that lady was okay. I can't. A politician needs to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So in that way, I do understand the idea of, like, yeah, what can Democrats do to fix it? And he was asked a loaded question.
Yes.
What the fuck was he supposed to say? Like, the question is already, Democrats fucked this up. What's your advice? Which is the premise of it. But I reject the premise. I don't think Democrats fucked up. I think Kamala was a better candidate than Trump. I think black people knew it. We ain't had no problem with our votes. You know, I think a lot of other type of people knew it. But there's a type of person that think they can kind of fuck around and find out. And until we address why they feel that way, I don't think anything that can be said is going to put us in a better place. I just think we're lying We're carrying this lie out, and the lie is giving cover to some very bigoted, powerful people who are continuing to be in power because we keep telling ourselves that it's the Negro problem. You know what I'm saying? That takes it back to 1908 or something, 1890s. But y'all know what I'm talking about, the Negro problem. We spend all this science and time and brain power on the Negro problem. The Negro problem. The problem wasn't with Negroes. The problem was never our problem to solve. White folks need to solve this shit. We not voting for this in the majority. And so the idea that they just need to be hugged and told they're special is, I think it's morally wrong and reprehensible to think that that is a solution that will get us out of this. I actually think it's why we're in this now, is because Donald Trump is telling them y'all special, y'all different, and shitting on them like the rest of us. But they like those feelings matter more than facts, and we're not gonna wake them up. Like, no one in the media feels like their job is to wake people up to these facts. They're like, we just reporting what's happening, you know. So it's disappointing to hear Roy say that, but also I don't think anyone with a job like Roy is allowed to say something like that, like something like I would just say. When I worked with Bomani for Game Time, you know, one of the things he always pointed to was his like gift and ability to navigate that job in such a like racial space, was he knows how to talk to white folks. And I see that as a thing that cuts two ways. On the one hand, yeah, that's a skill, and I have it. A lot of us have it. But also knowing how to talk to white folks honestly means you know what you can't say, not what you can say. And what you can't say is the thing that I think enables the lie to just stick to just like, no, these white folks they don't really mean this. It's not even racial. It's middle America. Who is the middle Americans? Do black people not live in middle America? Did the black people in middle America also fuck up the vote and go 60% for Trump? I doubt that it's a location thing. Like, these motherfuckers mean this shit, and I'm tired of us acting like they don't. And I'm also low-key kind of tired of them asking niggas to fix it. You know, I'm tired of motherfuckers coming to me like, what we gonna do about the black vote? The black vote's fine. Get y'all shit together. When are you gonna have white people on your show to talk about specifically the white vote and how y'all gonna fix whiteness? Because it's not a black problem. It's not even for black people to fix. And it's not for a comedian to fix. Honestly, it's above Roy's pay grade too. Like, his job is to make fun. He's one of the best in the world at making funny, insightful stuff. But it's not for Jon Stewart to fix. It's not for anyone that's a talking head that's supposed to make us laugh and entertain us. They can't fix this. And their solution is going to always kind of be like what the solution is for a comedian. You go to Oklahoma and you do a show and you make them laugh, and then they see the humanity in each other, and hopefully y'all can see past each other's differences. That's not what is happening in this country, this divided country. This is some Civil War level shit, and we're trying to fix it with hugs. It ain't going to happen.
You done? Okay. My thing is this, like I like I said, that was my first time seeing that video, and for me, Roy didn't say anything that, you know, was wild or crazy or out of line because of the position that he has, and also, you know, it's one of these things, in my opinion, that it boils down to, I understand people are mad. I understand people are angry and upset. And I am too. I understand people on blood. I understand people are frustrated with the injustices that are happening all of the time. And just like a lot of things, we take that anger and we use other people as scapegoats. You know, because Roy could have made this same statement at any other time, and he wouldn't have got the same backlash. Not that people wouldn't have been mad, not that people wouldn't have been upset, not that people would have been angry. Now, I don't mean that harm. Like, okay. But people's response to, you did something because I can't go after Trump, or you did something because somebody died, you know, because of the ICE person got shot. I feel like that's the backlash to this. So, in my opinion, it's one of those things where, and I understand there needs to be balance, like you say. It's and I'm like this too sometimes, but it's like, okay, I can't just kick out the 10% of people that we are actually on the same side most of the time, you know. And it's like, okay, you got your method, I got mine. You know, okay, we'll see which one will work. But at the end of the day, as long as me and you are on the same page, that's, in my opinion, when it's time for voting and shit like that, that's all that matters. Because those people, I feel like, that are racist and bigoted, they lost. And your hugs ain't gonna do it, and me yelling at them ain't gonna do it. They are never coming back. But if you think that's what they need, baby, try it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this. Try all of the options. You know what I'm saying? Don't eliminate an option just because you don't think it's going to work, you know. And it's I understand people's frustration, and I understand people's anger, and I understand people's been like, I 100% understand where you're coming from. But in my opinion, I think this backlash is bigger than Roy. I think he just happened to come out at a time where it's like a big fireball, so everybody is just taking anger out on him.
It's the same thing I say about podcast clips. Rolling Stone chose to put this clip out tagging Roy on purpose. Like,
yes,
they asked him this question. They know this is a hot topic. This is going to go viral. People are pissed. But I also think like disagreeing with him, that's the right we have on this side of the aisle.
Yes,
this ain't no code. Like, I don't gotta bow down just cause, you know, I like the guy or I think he's smart or whatever. Friends disagree.
They do.
You know, I think you're right in that a lot of this happening online is like this anger cycle of like attack, which is why I'm careful not to attack Roy on here. Not just cause I know him, but I try to be careful with a lot of people. There's some habitual line stepping motherfuckers that are like, okay, here he go again. I don't think believing Roy is wrong is necessarily the same as like the outrage that's out to get him. But I do think his answer is wrong. And I do think that many of the answers that his answer sounds a lot like what Democrats are their stump speech. Like right now, if you ask Tim Walz this question, he'd say that. So which is why I'm like that. So y'all don't see how that's actually the same. Like, we're couching it like it's different than mainstream Democrats. We're like, yeah, man, the Democrats totally fucked up. What they should say is this. And it's always something they already said and are currently saying. Nobody's agreed. The only person that's saying something different right now is me. When I'm like, actually, what I would say is these white folks fucked us. And they are, and they voted for this on purpose. Yes. And they ain't coming back.
Nope.
And you can't love it out of them.
Nope.
That's the only true thing I think it's the thing that is not allowed to be said. You understand what I'm saying? What people are responding to is partially the rage of feeling like, but we know that's not true. You see what I'm saying? It's not just them going, I'm mad all the time and Roy said something, so I'm jumping on Roy. I think part of it is them going like, but Roy, you smarter than this. Are you saying it because you just scared? You know, you don't want to deal with the smoke from CNN. I get it. You got a book to sell. Like, I fucking get it. Or are you saying this because you truly believe in your heart of hearts we gonna be able to handshake and hug our way out of this? And I think that's why you got people coming at him harder than they probably would at a different time. But yeah, Rolling Stone put it out at this time. They tagged him. Yeah. That's the clip. Like, I get it. Rage bait. You're 100% right.
Yeah, and also my thing is this, and maybe this is just the way I look at it. He's not a politician, and people are like going at his neck like he has the power to actually cast the vote.
Okay, but you know who else ain't a politician? Stephen A. Smith.
True.
Jon Stewart.
True.
Jason Whitlock. Like, it's a lot of not politicians that people get mad at for saying fuck shit. Like, I'm not saying we said it was fuck shit, but my point is, like, that ain't no excuse in these days. Like, you know the environment when you're talking to. Like, it's going to be some pushback when people disagree. And I'm sure he can stand firm in it. Like, I don't know if he's going to double down or even respond to it, but I'm sure he can explain it in a way. I mean, Roy's not some unreasonable dude. Like, what he's saying, if he truly just believes in his heart of hearts, there's nothing anyone can stop it.
Agreed.
And one of the things I said I'm working on this year and is like, to a certain extent, I'm done arguing the merits of this 10% difference. Like, to me, it's like, so then, Roy, what are you going to do when it's time to vote? What are you going to do? You voting for Trump? Are you sitting it out? Are you, what are you going to do? And 99% of the time, I bet Roy is going to be like, I would vote for the Democrat.
Agreed.
And honestly, at that point, I'm leaving shit alone because I don't mean it to sound disrespectful, but I don't give a fuck what people think anymore. It's what you do. Are you going to go vote Democrat or against Trump? Whatever. If you do those two things, I actually don't give a fuck how you got to that point.
Agreed.
But I won't pretend it doesn't matter to people. I'm sick of white people's feelings being more important than everybody else's. Like, people felt a way to his answer, which was a answer that kind of seemed to really put a lot of onus on like these Trump voters' feelings and these middle American feelings. And it's like, yeah, but it's a lot of us that got feelings. And so when we prioritize the feelings of those who refuse to get in on the group project, there becomes a little bit of like a hostage situation where people are like, hey, but we over here in the coalition, and yeah, we want to make it bigger, but also like, how much are we supposed to sacrifice? Do we have to sacrifice our reality for these folks? Do I have to go, it's not silly to think the earth is flat so that we can get that vote over here? You want me to, so I got, because like earth is flat is one we can all go, haha, that's not a belief that really hurts anybody. But like I said, that you bring up that belief because you don't want to talk about the real beliefs. Because it's not that the earth is flat. The real beliefs are black people are inferior to us. The real beliefs are black people are just on welfare getting SNAP benefits all day. The real beliefs are immigrants come to this country and they just take up the federal dollars and white people can't buy houses and Haitians eat dogs and shit like that, right? That's the silly, quote unquote, beliefs that they have. We always turn it into like something, you know what I'm saying? Like it always turns into like, well, they just don't think the earth's... No, it's not cute. The stuff they believe is not cute. And so I think that's where people feel like it's a little bit like downplaying the danger of what these folks really represent to go, well, we just got to bring them back to the table. It's like, these motherfuckers might be gone, dog. This is QAnon level shit, you know?
I agree. And also to an extent, we're saying the same thing because I
haven't approached this like we're disagreeing. I feel you getting defensive over there for the record, but I'm telling you, I'm not approaching this like, Karen, we disagree. Let me tell you why. I'm approaching it just explaining further where I understand why people, I don't think it's just the outrage of it, but that is a big component of any internet thing, right?
Okay, yeah, and that's like the biggest part. Like, I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that, like that part, because to me, like and maybe because to an extent on some things, and I've been on the internet long enough, I have a tendency to be very, very sensitive over the overreaction sometimes.
I mean, it's somebody we like.
Yes.
I mean, it's not deep. Like, if this was Stephen A. Smith saying this shit, you would not be like, well, hold on, everybody. Mm-hmm. So like we love Roy, period. But like I said, I can't exist in a world where I feel like we're propagating an excuse that's helping these motherfuckers keep kicking our ass. And part of that excuse is they feelings just weren't acknowledged. That's not true.
No, that's not true.
It was acknowledged. Their issues were acknowledged by Kamala Harris.
Their feelings were acknowledged more than any other group of people.
They're acknowledged more now, and they won.
Yes, they are, and they still are crying and flopping and acting like they motherfucking lost. What? And so it's one of them things where similar to you, I am mad, I am enraged, I am angry. I am upset just for the fact that, like you say, it's one of these things where you look at all of the bullshit going on, and like you say, the problem isn't our problem, our issue, and when I say our, I mean like the blacks and the browns and the other, because
it's not even a comedian TV show host issue.
No,
it's a setup question.
Yes.
Period. And it just sucks because, and they put it out because they know it's a setup question. Like, there's no answer to this you can have and still come to work on Monday. This not no real answer.
Not no real answer.
Like, if because I saw people were sending this shit to me like, look at Roy. Oh man, fuck Roy Wood Jr. Man, I can't believe this shit. And I was like, I can 100% believe it. If I worked on his TV show, if I was a writer for have I got news for you? I forget the exact title, but if I was a writer on his TV show and I saw him answer this, I'd be thankful he answered it this way. I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
If Bomani got asked this on Game Theory and he did some both sides bullshit that I don't agree with, I'd be like, well, at least we coming to work Monday.
Right.
Because if he come out there and say what the fuck I think happened,
right,
none of us can go to work. Like,
right,
everyone lost their job. So I know it's a setup question. I'm not as like, this is to me is not like when Stephen A goes on a rant and on his show and does his whole thing and castigates all the people I think on the right side of shit and then just excuses all the shit that's on the bad. Like, this isn't that. This isn't Barry Weiss and CBS. But I just have to keep it real. Like, I don't agree with his answer, but I don't think anybody working for CNN allowed to give what I consider to be a better, more truthful, complete answer, because white people feelings are fucking really powerful right now.
Yep.
I really think we've proven how powerful their feelings are. And motherfuckers ain't trying to pay the cost for their feelings, man. It's just easy to get up there and be like, hey, man, they got to get these white folks back. I don't know how, but maybe they can hug them. I don't know. We not going to be able to talk. We got to sit down at Thanksgiving with your uncle. That's what Jon Stewart said, right? We're propagating this shit because the people they're not truly in a position. They're not activists. They're not in a position to give up their livelihood.
Nope.
Because they gave a truthful answer. The motherfuckers was getting fired and losing everything over saying Charlie Kirk was racist. He was. But you can't say it.
Right.
I wasn't expecting to look on CNN and see Roy Wood Jr. saying that because I know he'd never work again. So that's why I'm not matching it with some type of outrage or personal castigation or like, oh, this nigga's a coon. And like, people be sending me that kind of shit and I'm like, y'all know that's my man, number one. Number two, y'all know what the job is. He can't say that. Maybe he truly does believe 100% what he's saying, everything. Like, I'm not saying, I don't want to call him a liar, but also, like, that's the only answer you can have. You can't have an answer of like, hey man, these white people crazy and they want this racist shit and we just got to wait it out and hope it goes away. No.
I 100% agree with that, and I think, like I said, a lot of the frustration, and that's one benefit of having this show. And I'm like you, I would never run for any type of political office because similar to you, I'm like, I'm not going. I can't stand for this. Our show
is never gonna be huge, cause this conversation.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying? Like,
agreed.
I'm happy to go to Pod Jam. Shout out to Pod Jam. Link is in the show notes. Don't forget to come. April 9th through the 12th, Las Vegas. I'm happy to go to Pod Jam. I think it's gonna be dope. But at the same time, I don't know how the motherfuckers gonna take when we get up there and start being like, man, the white people did this shit, and y'all need to get yourselves together and stop looking at the 80% of black men who voted right, the 90% of black women that voted right. Stop asking us questions.
Stop asking us.
I need you to sit down with your uncle that voted for Trump and you ask him some questions about what the fuck happened with him.
Right.
What's taking so long on this love? The clock is ticking. What's going on with this love? Y'all said y'all could love it out of them. It's not happening fast enough for me.
Not fast enough.
I like policies
and procedures.
I like being able to vote. You know what I mean? Like,
agreed.
Like, this shit is having real effects on my life while we talking about white people psychological not really having effects on their life. They don't even know Haitians, and they don't even know them. So like, why are we like? And if I'm not allowed to say a stupid motherfucker is stupid, then I guess we losing some more elections.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm not sit up here and be like, well, Joe Rogan thinks the earth is flat, but he also has the biggest podcast on the planet, so I gotta respect that.
No, I think
I actually don't have to respect that, and there's nothing you can do to make it.
Right.
Now we are at the part that I'm talking about, which is because y'all fucked off 2024, my feelings are on the table. because it used to just be a place where my feelings never was on the table. I was like, hey, it ain't about feelings. It's just we got to get up here. We got to do the right thing. We got to mitigate harm. We got to do. Now that we just putting everybody feelings, valid or not valid, on the table, it don't matter if white people feel like niggas shouldn't have jobs, then niggas can't have jobs. Oh, true, indeed, bet. Now let's talk some feelings.
Okay, yeah, okay, and for that perspective, I completely understand, because true to you, and probably because of the generation I'm in, I'm like, hey dog, let's quote unquote be good soldiers, let's vote. Like I said, y'all know me, I had my feelings and all that stuff. I'm still pissed about Joe Biden stepping down, all that stuff. Like I was just gonna say, like a lot of my feelings, I was just gonna say a lot of how I felt, and a lot of the emotional roller coaster that everybody else had. I had these things too, but what I did was I choked them down. I held on to them. I didn't say shit, because I was like, okay, y'all, whatever it takes to win. And even in our own party, motherfuckers got all these goddamn feelings, and I think that feelings is fucking stupid. And I'm like, y'all are dumb too. We on the same side, but motherfucker, you dumb too. I don't give a fuck about some of the shit that y'all be complaining about either. Bitch, I want to win. I don't want to look good and lose. I want to motherfucking win.
And I think what's crazy is that we're saying this in the face of Democrats winning for the last year. Right? All these special elections, states getting flipped, right? Seats getting flipped that's never been flipped before. When Republicans do win, winning by the smallest margins they won in super red areas. Democrats are poised for a comeback, right? Mm-hmm. And yet we're still talking like they're fucking losers. Like we evidence don't matter. It's feelings seem to matter more than everything, and I'm fucking sick of it.
Right.
So I think if we're gonna do the feelings thing, then let me get my feelings out too, since we doing it. But if not, then I can do either way. Like if y'all willing to put the feelings aside, cool. But you can't insert white people's feelings over my facts and then have me bow down like, well, shit, man, the white folks do feel away. Fuck them then.
Right. Okay. Right. And I'm with you on this, because, like I said, I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions, and I'm like you. I soldiered on. And shit like this. But it's some shit that I'm gonna forever be mad about, and forever be hot about, and forever blame the voting populace about. Yeah. Even people on my side, even these motherfucking liberals that moan and groan and don't do shit and always got opinions about how somebody else do shit and how everybody need to be primary, but your ass ain't getting out there and primary and nobody, but you got the answers to fix the shit. But in reality, you just sitting your ass at home, not doing a motherfucking thing and complaining about how the goddamn system is broken. And but like you say, if we gonna talk about feelings, yes, my feelings are anger right now. My feelings are bitterness right now. My feeling, I'm fucking tired right now. I'm goddamn exhausted. Like, if you really want to know how I motherfucking feel right now, I am livid. Every goddamn morning I wake up and I see that son of a bitch is still our fucking president. This is how I feel. Every time I see his motherfucking voice, hear his voice or see his face, I want to goddamn scream. Like, this is how I feel right now. These are oppressed feelings that I held deep inside my soul, because I was like, I don't want to come on here fucking ranting and raving and being mad and being upset and being bitter and fucking setting the goddamn world on fire. I don't want that feeling. I want this feeling to actually motherfucking go away. But it's hard when it goes away, when every time you turn your motherfucking TV on, Republicans acting like a motherfucking fool. They don't want to pass shit. They don't want to legislate. Every time I turn around, I got to worry about motherfucking white folks' goddamn feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Y'all are getting oppressed too. Nobody cared until y'all got fucking shot in the street. Now all of a sudden you care, and that's the shit that pisses me off. When it's us, LGBTQ, women, children, you don't give a fuck. And see, that's the shit that I'm mad about. I'm mad that he got voted. He got voted in the first time, and I'm doubly mad he got voted in the second time, because the second time was a motherfucking fuck you. You stuck your goddamn middle finger up at me because you didn't vote for Kamala. That's what the fuck you did. And I'm already pissed that Biden had to step down. I didn't want Biden to step down in the first motherfucking place. I'm already pissed about that. Because like I said, if we're going to talk about feelings, I'm going to get my goddamn feelings out right here, right now. I didn't want Biden to step down. I never did. Y'all do Kamala. Let's do Kamala. Okay, but bitch, she better motherfucking win. I said it and I meant it when I said it. I meant it. Bitch, she better win. Cause if she goddamn don't, y'all gonna hear from my black ass forever. Forever. I'm be mad at y'all niggas forever.
And the other part of it is this. We don't ever talk about the feelings these white folks don't have, right? The middle Americas. We don't talk about them feelings, right? What about the feelings of them watching this shit happen to everybody and they don't feel no empathy? What about that? Because they see the same fucking news you see, nigga. Like, they got Fox News, and Fox News even let it slips in. Oh, they doing this to Chicagoans. The January 6th people, they all getting pardons. They see it. They saw January 6th too. That wasn't enough for them to shake from this. When are we going to talk about their lack of feelings? Because we always talking about their feelings. Like, oh, they must be so hurt that the economy is bad. Oh, they must be so hurt to have had a black president that gave them health care. We don't talk about what pissed them off being things like Rob Reiner wanted equality for people. And they have to go, I didn't agree with Rob Reiner, but I will say it's bad that his kid killed him. You know, their president is putting Truth Social posts, insulting everybody, memes of him shitting on protesters. We never talk about the feelings they don't have. We always talk about the poor little lack of feelings, the insecurity. Nigga, they need therapy.
Yes.
It's not like, I don't know what they don't need a Democrat politician. They need a fucking therapist. They don't need Kamala Harris. They need to go see the lady at the office with the PhDs and shit. And we always end up there because their feelings have to be so important. And like I said, it's not a matter of Roy Wood Jr. It's a matter of, this to me is a talking point that needs to die, and America will never kill it. And so we're going to continue to be here because I see now how there were only 8 years of Reconstruction, because people was making excuses day one of Reconstruction. I'm sure soon as black people got elected and got the right to vote, they were like, this is not right for the white folks to have to deal with this. The slave owners, the people that looked at slave owners and said nothing is due here, the people that worked for slave owners, the people that saw slaves and people in bondage and abused every day and just walked down the street and mind their motherfucking business because fuck it, it ain't me getting beat. We allowed their feelings to be like, man, they just feel so bad after what Lincoln did and after they killed him and shit. We got to really lighten up on these white folks. We're doing it right now, and it's happening faster.
Yeah, and it turned around and it got worse, because at the end of the day, the sins of this country we don't want to address, and the sins of this country is y'all stole land from people that was already here.
We approach these people as if they're making good faith arguments, and I think that's why, I think more than anything, that's what I'm rejecting, is that and look, like I said, there are people I know and respect, but they say stuff like this and I'm like, so you believe them? Either you believe them or you just know you got in the bind and you just got to lie to Rolling Stone, which I don't blame you. I would lie to them too. If I had a job where like motherfuckers was like, it won't be the Rod Morrow show on Monday if he come out and say what the fuck we think he gonna say, then yeah, I would get up there and be like, we got to love him. But in real talk, I don't think that's a real solution, and I don't think that that's an honest solution, because I think the honest truth is you can't love people who don't love themselves and won't allow us to love each other. They want to, like, when you get offended at the idea that two people of the same sex can love each other, that's beyond your feelings. That's not about your religion anymore. And that's the stuff we're not acknowledging. They're either allowing that to happen or they agree with it. And more than, this ain't Biden, this ain't Obama 2008. We in 2025. Everything you've experienced, they've experienced. Okay. And they still chose this. So yes. you can't excuse it anymore, in my opinion, if you want to have a real solution. And sending Democrats up there to spread the love message is one of the most unproductive things, because that is what Kamala and them were doing. They weren't going up there and saying, just look at Trump. Like, it was a deeper, hey, we have Republicans coming to the national convention. We are talking about patriotism. We are talking about the economy. We are talking about civil rights. They didn't just get up there and say Donald Trump is bad. And so I just find that to be like a lazy, easy thing to say so that white folks don't get too mad. That being said, that he's not the only one. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers have a show called La Culturistas, which I didn't know was political in any way, but I guess it is. I've never listened to it. I thought it was like a gossip, funny thing. Or maybe they're delving into it now that Bowen Yang has quit SNL. I don't know. But they were talking about Jasmine Crockett running in Texas.
Let me just qualify the Jasmine Crockett thing. She's not going to win a Senate seat in Texas, you guys. Like, if Beto O'Rourke couldn't do it, like, Jasmine Crockett is not going to do it. She is and it's nothing against her. It's just that she is a politician and that she is, like, you know, like, very well defined already. And I think it's my opinion that we are going to need someone who is less defined at this moment that then rises up. Like, I'm interested in this Tallarico guy from Texas.
Oh, I don't know him.
I'm just interested in him. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I haven't seen him before. It would be hard for them to define him as anything other than what he is, which is like a rising Democratic politician from someplace like Texas, who is like, yes, speaking a little bit to the middle, but at least he's someone that like we can't define already. Okay. You know what I mean? Let me just qualify.
So that was what they said on the show. They got a lot of pushback, and they both apologized. Matt Rogers, the guy who was doing the most speaking, Bowen Yang just said, I must agree or something like that. But Matt Rogers said, hey, everybody, I hear the response and I'm taking every bit of it to heart, I promise. Transparency and candor matter to me, especially on the podcast. I'm a very progressive person who cares deeply about winning these elections, but my phrasing was not right. I will be more thoughtful. I really do promise. Because he said something like, don't send her money to her campaign. That's how he started that conversation. That was clipped out apparently. I have great respect and admiration for Representative Crockett, and I regret that my words suggested otherwise. I just want us to win. I will be better at finding ways to help. And then Bowen left a caption on the Instagram story, which disappears in 24 hours. On the Instagram story, and his caption was like, should not have cursorily weighed in on this, understanding the platform, and will use it more responsibly.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where white liberals come out and they just be talking, and they don't know no niggas. I'm just keeping it real, like you ain't really connected to the black community, because if you was, there's no way in the world that you would come out and say something like that and think it was gonna roll over smoothly. They fucking gerrymander her out of her other position, because she'd have kept her position and kept winning her position, but they fucking gerrymander her out of it. What the fuck was she supposed to do? Just give up her career. Yes. Basically is what they're saying. Yes. And people going, well, nigga, the fuck, like you know, it's one of those things where, you know, for you to say don't give her money, that's a motherfucking problem. Yeah, I have obviously a lot of thoughts on this. I'm not gonna take it to where everybody else took it. Like, I think the easy thing to say, and I don't know enough about them to go to the place that everyone, but y'all might be right. I just literally am not gonna pretend to be an expert on these guys. Okay, I know Roy Wood Jr. I don't know these niggas, so I know his heart, and I'm like, yeah, I can never see Roy, like, he's not some coon Stephen A. like what people was trying to paint him as. He's not. These dudes could be racially biased, racially colorblind, whatever. I don't know, but I think the logic that they're having, that they're presenting, also has a lot of holes in it as well. They're presenting it as facts and they're just feelings. And he did say it was just his feeling, but presented as like, we know she can't win, right? And what I think is interesting here is it's the same reason people are going to say Kamala Harris shouldn't run, even if she clearly has the edge over every other primary candidate y'all keep floating. Every poll, she's going to win it. And when it is time to run in 2028, if with that we have elections, I believe she will end up winning that. It will be her primary to lose. So let me just say a couple things. First is this. I thought the whole point of a primary for y'all liberal motherfuckers that claim that, you know, we need to have Bernie and we need to have progressives and we need this, wasn't the whole point
everyone should be able to come into the primary and run?
Right. That was y'all's thing.
If Jasmine's a terrible candidate, wouldn't that come out during the primary? Wouldn't she lose to this man who y'all both just discovered today, who you are interested in knowing more about but don't know shit about? Right? She's defined. Defined is not a bad thing. Defined is only negative if a person like you don't like her.
Right.
But it's her being defined to me is one of her strong suits, which is I know where she stands. This dude you telling me he could be a closet Republican. I don't know him.
I don't know her.
And you didn't do enough research to present him.
Right.
The second thing is this. For all these motherfuckers that claim all the Democrats do is just run on, don't vote for Trump, they're bad guys. I swear to God, that's all y'all do to Democrats. You didn't give one positive reason why I should vote for that other man whose name you don't know.
Right.
You didn't give me one policy reason. You just went with white people's feelings. And that's truly the unspoken part. There's some white people who are turned off by the way Jasmine Crockett gets down.
Yep.
And you can't imagine those white people going, man, I don't like Ted Cruz enough to be like, let me go ahead and get for Jasmine Crockett. Or I don't like whoever their senator is. I don't know if it's that dude y'all in the wheelchair that y'all always make jokes about. But whoever it is that she would be running against, y'all are like, but white people will not like this outspoken, well-defined black woman who is on their ass in every fucking hearing that I've ever seen, who is out here reaching people in ways that are unconventional that you claim you wanted to see Democrats do. That the woman that will take the TikTok the same way AOC will and explain to her folks online, this is how this process actually works. She is bringing people into the party that you claim are not interested. Votes that you say you want to get. But once again, those votes don't count as much as the white people that will refuse to vote for her. For some reason, we always end up in a conversation with how do we do that? The third thing is this. What you are actually saying is you don't like Jasmine Crockett because you promote a man who is in absence. You promoted a blank slate. You promoted a placeholder. You promoted an idea.
An idea.
You didn't promote a fighter. Even the idea of you saying, well, Beto O'Rourke couldn't win, so how can this black woman win? So let's run another white man to lose? Because isn't that what's been losing? Straight white men running to get this because y'all told us that's who only white people will vote for, and they keep getting their ass kicked every fucking time. So like if we lived in this world where all you need is a white man, Beto would be the fucking senator already. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't even be having this discussion if y'all were right. So you telling me a person that's willing to fight this shit is unappealing because it's wrapped in a black woman. That's what you're telling me. Because this other dude, you can point him out in the lineup. And this will be my last point, and then you got it. Mm-hmm. This is what I was afraid of post-election.
Yep.
And I feel like
people just folded.
I feel like what they're really saying is we think we can sneak our liberal politics into the office. We don't want to run on them.
Mm-mm.
We don't want to actually like tell people to their face like this is what we believe. Because what Jasmine Crockett does is she just tell you to her face like this is what I believe.
Yep, and stand on it.
Donald Trump is a rapist and a pedophile and a piece of shit. Yes. And then they go, oh no, don't say it like that. Y'all told us when we go low, right? Y'all got mad at Michelle Obama. I go to hell. Jasmine goes to hell. Jasmine goes low. Jasmine meets you right there. She called that dude Governor Hot Wheels. I don't agree with that, but even I was like, damn, y'all said y'all like petty, and y'all was like, don't say that. That's too much. She need to apologize. Right. So what you really saying is we want to sneak. We're not proud of our politics.
No.
We're scared of people finding out our real politics. So let's just sneak this guy in here as just a blank slate, just an alabaster slate, just eggshell.
You know, we don't know what he stands for, what he represents,
we think,
nothing.
And we think, by saying that, what you're saying is, we think that white people that are voting Republican in Texas are just mistaken. They just voting for any white power. They don't even realize that Beto was gonna help them get a bunch of stuff that they claim to want.
They didn't care.
Once again, it's the infantilization of these white voters. You are telling me they made a mistake and they just need to be tricked out of it.
Not 2 times in a row.
Fuck that. I say try something different.
Yes.
I'm not even from there. Let her run. Let's see. If she win the primary, then let's go. I'm sick of it. Honest to God. In 2028, I want Kamala Harris to run again. And I mean this from the bottom of my motherfucking soul. If they lose, we deserve to lose. That's it. I'm sick of pretending that we need to apologize for our black excellence being black and excellent. I'm sick of apologizing for people that just tell the fucking truth. I'm sick of it. How are y'all not sick of it? How do you think we gonna get out of this by continuing to capitulate to this bullshit and lie and negotiate with these niggas that don't negotiate?
No, they don't.
If they okay with what's happening right now, you can't save them. There's no message a Democrat can deliver that can save a motherfucker that can look at a woman be heartlessly murdered, executed on camera and be like, well, she should have complied. You know, she got pronouns in her bio. You know she was gay. Yeah, who the fuck are we supposed to be courting at that point? What's the message? Because now you giving me a Democrat I can't vote for. Because that's what y'all gonna give me. You gonna give me the Democrat that's scared to say Trump wrong.
Right.
That's scared to say what racism is racism. You gonna give me that same old. And it's definitely a shame because a lot of these same people have a stick up their ass still about Obama. And Obama played the game exactly how they're advising Democrats to play it right now. And look at how they shit on him. Fuck y'all.
Right, and it's also one of the things that and I will talk about this, and this is something that I will forever be adamant about. When the primary was opened up before, all these liberals that came out and talking about, I want them gay, I want the women, I want this, I want. Guess what? Y'all had a motherfucking field full of them bitches. I remember y'all had a fucking field full of them bitches, and none of them was good enough. Y'all fucking voted everybody out. Y'all, everybody had a problem with them.
And wait for the oldest white man they could find.
Right.
The oldest straight white man they could find.
Right.
And he won.
Right.
And he
won. And that's the thing. Y'all get what y'all fucking want. And then the thing that pisses me.
And he did a good job as president and they complain.
Yes.
Cut child poverty in half and they still bitching about him.
Yes, and also the thing that kills me a lot of times about all these liberals is that, well, bitches, y'all get what y'all want. You complain about getting what you want, and guess what? A lot of y'all are the motherfuckers that don't vote because the people that are like, I'm fucking Democrat. I'm not no liberal. I got a D beside my name, bitch. We go out and vote. We are like, yeah, we're going out and vote. We're not half-assing it and shit like that. And it's one of those things where y'all don't go vote. You complain about it. Like a lot of them Bernie peoples. You stole the vote from Bernie. Bitch, no, we didn't. Y'all need to know the laws of y'all state. That's Bernie's job to get y'all in line so that y'all know the laws. Nobody cheated him out of a motherfucking thing. You whine, you complain, you flop, you fall all this shit. How am I supposed to look at you and take your ass seriously? Bitch, I want to win. I don't want you to I don't like half steppers. You either in or you're out. Like, I don't mean no harm. Like I don't want this wishy-washy shit. I don't want this kind of sort of shit. Either you're in or you're out. And if you're out, my assumption is that you're voting for the other side. It's that simple to me. Like I don't have no 50-50. I don't have time for people wavering. I don't have time for excuses because I'm to an extent I'm like you. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, like I said, it's to some people it'll sound probably like I'm letting it go, but it's really the opposite. I know I can't let this go, so I'm not interested in having discussions with people.
Right.
Even those La Culturista niggas, if they gonna vote Democrat, okay. Like I'm just done trying to talk to these motherfuckers because I find what they're saying to be reprehensibly stupid. And it's going to get us back to where we are. It's not going to move us out. And I don't know. It's almost like religion to me. I feel like people want to believe this because they need to believe it.
Right.
They need to believe that this country is not like 33% irreprehensible motherfuckers. They want to believe this is not a country where slavery happened. They want to believe this is not a country where genocide happened. They want to believe this is not a country where lynchings happen. They want to believe that this shit just happened. It's like an abstract theory and it wasn't people doing it.
Right.
And like those people don't have offspring that still walk amongst us, that were educated from them.
Right.
Like we believe that the victims are still alive and we mourn them when they die. When the oldest person from Tulsa, Oklahoma dies, we're like, man, what a terrible thing. But we act like the history is buried with them. We're living through Tulsa 2.0 and we're not acknowledging it because everyone just keeps feeling like they gotta be scared that these white folks are gonna go white folk or some shit. And I'm sick of it. Obviously we're mad. So
yes,
we've accomplished the segment.
Yes,
we've been mad 30 minutes ago. But we've been very mad
ever since we started this.
For those that this is their favorite segment, I'm sure that y'all will really enjoy this shit because I don't know if I've been this mad in a long time.
Me either, baby. I'm sorry. You should have never said to get my feelings matter because I was like, bitch, if my feelings matter,
but
we're
gonna
talk about my motherfucking feelings. And when I said that, I meant that. That's how I felt. I and I'm to the point where I got my emotions out. Y'all better realize it was one day in here I motherfucking cried like a goddamn baby to Roderick, and because I was very angry and I was just didn't know how to handle those big large emotions, and so I just balled him up in anger. But I was really just sad and just hurt and just disappointed in this country.
Yeah, it's just like I said, I'm refused to participate in this lie. That's all. I don't. And it's not about hurting people's feelings. It's not even about individuals. I feel, like I said, it feels like religion to me in that I'm not necessarily anti people having faith in things, but I'm 100% anti your faith getting to dictate who I can marry, your faith dictating who I have sex with, what I can drink, how I dress. I'm against that shit. So like y'all can have a mass delusion of like this is how the world should work. Just because it's enough of y'all don't mean it's right. If it's enough people to start burning people at the stake, that don't mean it's okay. It was enough people to lynch black people today. The lie they got to have is that black men were savage rapists and they got to kill them, even with it not being true. And we still let that lie exist while people were murdered. That is what we are in, and no one's prepared to fight it because they still going, well, listen, we just gotta love the people that's at the lynchings. We gotta love the people that's cheering on the people getting shot by ICE. I don't think we do. So all right, let me see if there anything that's funny or
anything positive.
Let's do some white people news. They should at least provide us something fun to talk about.
People news, we're bringing exciting to the barbecue. We might be problematic or a little bit dim. The sun's really harsh on our fragile pink skin. It's white people news.
And I am absolutely putting some AI commercial in that first hour. I didn't do a break the first hour, so
my bad.
Somebody, if you heard like the middle of a sentence and it was just
stopped.
Karen was like, I'm so furious, and it was just like, furious. Don't forget to shop at Lowe's. Like,
I know.
Just know that was because we really went way longer than I planned to go, and that's my fault.
I'm trying to tell you, every time we press play, we don't never know where the show gonna go, y'all. I hope y'all don't think this is planned.
White people's news. Hillary Duff.
That's an actress.
Her husband, Matthew Coma, roast Ashley Tisdale.
Okay, now I don't know.
Because of their toxic mom group drama.
I'm not the mom group drama.
Listen, we talking about people getting murdered by ICE. We talking about motherfuckers not wanting you to donate to Jasmine Crockett and with giving you an alternative of a man whose policies they can't name. And white folks over here like, did you hear about the Hillary Duff toxic mom group drama? Because I'm telling you right now, Coma.
She's spilling the Earl Grey.
Matthew Coma, 38, took to Instagram on Tuesday amid speculation that Ashley, 40, had fallen out with his wife, Hillary, 38, over alleged mom group tensions. it is crazy. I had something happen to me recently where it was in a friendship thing in a text thread, text group thing. And without getting into details, like the person basically was like, I don't want to be friends anymore. And for a second I was like shaken by it, because it was like, whoa, that was out of nowhere. And it could be anything, but they couldn't explain why they didn't want to be friends, blah, blah, blah. But honest to God, y'all, I had a moment of just like, I'm 47. I can't do this. Like I can only do adult level communication for the rest of my life. I can't do
and I ain't going back.
Yeah, I'm not doing silent treatment. I'm not doing passive aggressive.
We grown, dog. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah, I'm not doing no mean girl shit with you.
Nope.
I'm not even going, if you want to like be what I forget the word they use it where people are very vague. Then I'm just gonna have to allow you to be very vague, because I wouldn't do that. If I had a problem with somebody, I go straight to their face with, this is the issue, this is how it happened, and this is what's going on, and we would have that conversation, and it still might end in us not being friends, but they will 100% walk away like, oh, that's where he stands on that. They would not be like, I don't know what happened.
Right.
I'm done with I don't know what happened. But it is wild to see these ages, 38 and 40 and 38, and they fell out in the group chat, and now we all know on the Daily Mail, because they had to tell.
Because then somebody had to let us know.
They had to go to the gram.
They done fell out with each other.
Like honest to God, I said I'm not even going to talk about this on social media. That's how much I was just like, I'm done. Yeah, I can't. There's a level of I'm too old to do this.
Too old, nigga.
Like if I don't understand, I just will never understand. And that's okay. That's okay. Coma 38 took to Instagram on Tuesday amid speculation that Ashley 40 had fallen out with his wife Hillary 38 over alleged mom group tensions. He poked fun at Tisdale's recent essay in The Cut with a mock headline that read, when you're the most self-obsessed, tone-deaf person on earth, other moms tend to shift focus to their actual toddlers. Woo! The tea is getting spicy up in here, okay? You love to see it.
Her wig is coming off. Her wig is coming off.
Coma also photoshopped his own head onto Tisdale's body, recreating the cut image of her seated on a white couch wearing an all-black outfit. The image also featured a smaller headline that read, a mom group tell-all through a father's eye. It comes after Tisdale's essay called Breaking Up with My Toxic Mom Group, detailing her feelings of feeling frozen out by her friends during her postpartum period. So I guess Ashley Tisdale is the one that presented this as, my mom group is toxic and they the ones that's fucked up. And so then the other women felt the need to like respond, and then the husband came in and was like, hey, I'm a wife guy, y'all not finna talk about my wife like this. The High School Musical alum had previously raved about her village of moms, which included Duff, Mandy Moore, and Meghan Trainor, after welcoming her first daughter, Jupiter, in 2021. So it was all good. They were all friends. They were the best. And then all of a sudden,
it turned.
Why it's our business? Bad. I don't know.
But we in it now. We getting all the chamomile tea.
Seemed like it could have stayed in the group chat, but okay. Fans quickly speculated that the unnamed group included Duff and Moore, particularly after Tisdale unfollowed both women on Instagram. Oh, the unfollow do be telling. It do be telling. I'm glad I'm not famous enough for people to know the unfollows. You know,
right? They ain't following me that closely.
I mostly just mute people, but you know, the unfollow. I mean, if people was like tracking the unfollows on their account, that's another level I'm not ready for.
Not me either.
Tisdale, who also shares a 16-month-old son, Emerson, with her composer husband Christopher French, joined the mom group created by longtime friend Duff, with the women sharing vacations, baby classes, and play dates over the past 4 years. However, Tisdale recently wrote about breaking up with my toxic mom group, explaining she began to feel excluded during vulnerable postpartum months. Expanding on a November 2025 post from her blog by Ashley French, she later penned an article for The Cut, though she did not name any of the women involved. Okay, she wrote that she started noticing she wasn't invited to certain gatherings, which she later saw posted on Instagram. It took me back to an unpleasant but familiar feeling I thought I'd left behind years ago. Here I was sitting alone one night after getting my daughter to bed, thinking maybe I'm not cool enough. All of a sudden, I was in high school again, feeling totally lost as to what I was doing wrong to be left out. She said she ultimately texted the group after being excluded once again, writing, "This is too high school for me. I don't want to take part in it anymore. Then let me go to Instagram and snitch," and then write an article in the cut.
Instead of them just saying you left the chat group, you left the group chat, because that's that. I just pulled myself out the group.
To be clear, I've never considered the moms to be bad people. Maybe one. Oh, she said. But I do think our group dynamic stopped being healthy and positive for me anyway. While the actress is not publicly identified who she was referring to, fans noticed the article arrived shortly after she unfollowed both Moore and Duff on Instagram. Tisdale had once been a core member of the A-list circle. In a now deleted 2022 post from a girls trip with Duff and Trainer, she reflected on an enjoyable weekend away and how she loved being surrounded by these ladies. What an amazing group of women to journey through this momhood together, she gushed at the time. As recently as January 2025, she publicly thanked the mom group for supporting her during the Los Angeles wildfires. The human connection is not lost. Shout out to the mom group. That's there in the highs and the lows. So they was cool a year ago. This all happened this year, seeing that she said, the longtime friends have spoken openly about the support they found with one another. They also recently seen sharing photos from a festive trip with their children to see a Christmas lights display. Duff shares her 13-year-old son, Luna Cruz Comrie, with ex-husband Mike Comrie, and 3 daughters, Banks, Violet, May, James, and Towns Meadow, one with her husband, Matthew. I feel like white people get a lot of slack for, like, multiple marriages, kids with different baby daddies in a way that the black people do not.
Because they be doing the same thing,
right?
But it's just reported differently.
Yeah, like when black women have kids by more than one father, it don't be reported like, oh, she shares a child with. It be like her baby daddy, Stephon Diggs. But anyway, meanwhile, a member of Tisdale's former mom group appeared to respond publicly following the star's claims. Sammy Ryan, just
like we get divorces, they get unconscious
uncouplings.
Yes.
Sammy Ryan, a clothing designer and one of the women linked to the once close-knit circle, recently raised eyebrows after reposting a video of a man dramatically opening his front doors while mouthing the lyrics to Megan Thee Stallion's anthem, Her. I don't care if these bitches don't like me, cause like I'm pretty as fuck. The track begins. Just the other day I heard a hoe say, matter of fact, what could a hoe say? With a face like this and a bitch this paid? Shit, what could a hoe say? Shout out to white people using black lyrics to
to get their feelings out. They were like, I ain't got the words, but guess what, Megan, you got it. This is how I really feel, girl.
You just know she's somewhere like, Megan Thee Stallion is like my spirit animal.
Right?
Okay? Like,
she says exactly how I feel.
Everything she says about these hoes is like 100% on point.
I mean, because hoes do be hating on me.
Okay, I'm not gonna say the N-word, but the stuff she says about them, true too. Ryan captioned the clip from the words 2026 with the words 2026 mood. So that made people be like, oh, this about the group chat. And that's the end of the article. They did not really even say they made a whole article out of like some vague Instagram post.
Did they hit their 500 word limit?
I don't, right.
They was like 500 words, that's it, in the article.
I would like at least some sort of like, hey, more updates as they occur.
There's like, nope, that's it.
They were like, nah, that's cool. Bethany Frankel has scathing message for Tom Brady and Alex Earl haters.
I just know who
fuck off.
I know who Tom Brady is. I don't know who the other two is.
Yeah, that's, that's a valid point. I don't know these people's work. Bethany Frankel defended Alex Earl's recent flirty outing with Tom Brady in an expletive-filled rant directed at the haters. Not the haters.
The haters.
Listen, okay, the haters do need to learn. Okay, now I think I can find the rant on here. I think they have the video for it. So let's definitely check this out straight from the horse's mouth. But she wanted to let y'all know, y'all gonna stop talking about them.
Athlete that is respected by his.
Let me start at the beginning. I'm sorry.
Something about Tom Brady and Alex Earl.
Oh, it's not showing. Okay, I thought I was sharing.
Okay, because I'm about to say we supposed to.
It must have fit. Oh, I see. I didn't click the. All right. How about now?
Oh yes, we see it.
All right,
now.
here we go. This is now I'm not gonna lie. This maybe it's just where it's frozen, but she's in a dark room.
Yeah,
This looks like she just, you know what? She was fed up. Cause this is not, she not glammed up.
Right,
There's
she
no
didn't
light.
do her makeup enough that she was like,
seen
I
some
got
comments
to get this out immediately
on the gram, and she said, "That's
She's
it.
like, I got the time.
I'm 2 glasses of wine in. Fuck that."
Yes, I'm
Something
2
about
glasses.
Tom Brady and Alex Earl. And it's not, why does anyone care? Because everyone cares. Why aren't they allowed to do what they want to do? So they're 2 consenting adults. He is a legendary, disciplined athlete that is respected by his entire community and everyone he's worked with. And Alex Earl is a successful influencer who is showing up on time and seems to have good, meaningful friendships. Let's say that they hung out for 5 minutes, 0 minutes, or they in 5 years decide to spend the rest of their lives together. Why shouldn't people do what they want to do? Now, dating with my membership community, we don't set people up that are 25 years difference because we don't believe that it's setting people up for alignment, and we want people who want to meet their life partner right now. Doesn't mean there aren't exceptions. There are
So is this a promotion for her dating membership community?
I don't know.
I don't even know how that came up. Like, did she do the matchmaking?
I don't know.
Yeah, did she? What is the Bethany Frankel dating membership community? Is it an app? Is it just like a friend circle where they hook each other up? I don't know. That's a lot. That threw me for a loop. Maybe that's all this is really about. Is like, did y'all know I got a membership friend? Now look, I wouldn't hook up 2 people that's 25 years apart. Okay, this old nigga need to definitely date somebody his age, but
That ain't got nothing to do
it's
with
not
me.
my business. And if they happy, I'm happy. But join Bethany Frankel membership only.com.
If she like it, I love it.
Bethany Frankel membership only.com.
Yes, something's happening.
Ding.
any exceptions. In this particular case, these 2 people are legal consenting adults. They come from good families. He raises good children, and everybody's not going to get every score perfect on every choice either. And by the way, life is short. I can promise you that when they're closing the box, if that's how you decide to go, you're not going to be saying, I wish I did more of what everybody wanted me to do, or wore more of what everyone wanted me to wear, or said more of what everyone wanted me to say. It. Life is short. Do what you want to do. Live how you want to live. Live with integrity and ethics. Try to do the best you can and be good, and you won't always even be that. And everyone can off. Let me ask you something about Tom Brady and Alex Earl.
I feel like she kept going live when she thought it was over. This is like us during politics till we get mad. Except this is white people's politics till they get mad. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video about this, and it's like, oh, what Bethany, you saw the ICE shot that white woman? Huh? What? No. I'm talking about Tom Brady and Alex Earl. Did you see the people in these comments? Someone needs to say something.
Right. Looking like, don't nobody give a fuck about that.
What kind of country do we want to live in?
Right.
A country where you can just talk bad about a Super Bowl winning quarterback?
Not on my watch.
And Alex Earl, who I assume does something as well.
His cousin is Earl Grey. I don't know.
Yeah. Her family invented Earl Grey tea. Right. They are half the Earl Grey empire.
Right.
Them
Yes,
and the
they are.
Greys. And look at how we do them.
And it's not, why does anyone care? Because everyone...
Oh, I feel like they're just replaying the video.
It is.
Okay.
It started over again.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Why did they put it
Sometimes
twice?
they do that, and it'd be like, why is this 18 minutes? Oh, because y'all played the same video.
Now, I do need to look in this article to see who the fuck is Alex Earl.
I have no idea who that man is. Who?
So Bethany Frankel is a Real Housewives of New York City alum. She's 55.
Okay.
And Alex Earl is a TikTok star.
Okay. No wonder why I'm confused.
Now, I'm assuming they have an age difference or something. Earl is 25, Brady's 48. Okay, so that's why people is talking about it. Because you're not allowed to be like, that's weird. And I mean, look, the truth of the matter is they are consenting adults. And I agree with Bethany's assessment in that is if no one's claiming abuse, no one's being groomed or something, like, yeah, you're allowed to do that. And if people want to judge and think you're weird, they're allowed to think that, but it don't mean y'all can't be together. It's got to affect you. And more than likely, he's also super rich and handsome and famous.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel like I can pull a TikTok person in the prime of their life that everybody wants to fuck, and he got to deal with that. You know, I saw something where Scooter Braun is dating Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
And he said it's mad disrespectful.
Okay, we talked about
how
this.
people is hopping in her DMs, these athletes, cause she like 25 and he 44, and he's like, they not respecting me. He didn't say they're not respecting her. They not respecting me, and I'm like, first of all, your name is Scooter and you 44. No one respects 44-year-old Scooters. That's not our fault.
No, and who is he?
He's like I think music producer guy.
Okay, because I think you've told me before, and every time that it don't click in my brain. I'm like, ooh.
Scooter Braun, American businessman, investor, former talent manager, and record executive.
Okay, so I wouldn't know who he was.
But like, he 44, dating one of the most coveted white women on earth, and he's like, I can't believe y'all sliding in her DMs just because y'all see her titties mushed together every day, and I feel disrespected. And it's like, yeah, because they think they can pull her because you 44 and your name's Scooter and you pulled her. So they're like, she clearly doesn't make great decisions. I think I can figure a way to get in there too. I'm young, handsome, and rich. I'm Anthony Edwards, and it's 3 a.m. I'm gonna just DM her and see what happens. It's not like this is what white people is upset about.
Yeah, they are.
It's good to see that, you know, they still worried about the important things. You know, like Kelly Ripa.
A TV personality.
That's correct. She hosts like the Kelly and Mark show or something. What do they call that show?
She used to
Kelly Ripa Live.
Yeah,
Kelly. Live with Kelly and Mark.
Yeah, then she used to do it with Regis.
Yeah, I think it was Regis and Kelly before he died or something. He retired when he died.
Yeah.
Well, she revealed that she had a rough re-entry after the holiday break, guys. This morning I woke up. I was very disoriented, she explained at the beginning of the show with her and her husband, Mark Consuelos. We'd been on vacation, didn't know where I was, started getting ready a little bit in the dark because I didn't like to wait. You know, I don't like to illuminate the room. I don't want the bedroom to be illuminated when I start putting makeup on, she further shared. I don't understand that struggle, but I'm sure
that's a real struggle.
That's a real struggle. I'm assuming that. So I reached for my foundation stick. I start putting it on and something doesn't look right. But I sort of keep going. I keep adding more and more and more. And I look strange to you this morning. It's because I was putting contour all over my face. Oh, Kelly. You was putting contour instead of foundation. Girl, you are so relatable. Okay? That's so me. That's why I watch it in the morning.
Oh, yeah, you got to the office and you mean tell me you didn't have a makeup person that could have corrected that?
Girl, you know there's no people that work in the makeup room that get everybody ready. Okay? She comes straight glammed up, straight from the house. She just take a shower, walk straight in, be like, I'm here. Consuelo quickly told her, you look great. Oh, what an awesome husband. That's what you're supposed to say. She says, well, I look...
What you supposed to say?
She said, well, I look great. I look like I've been somewhere... Everyone's like, oh, you're tan. I'm not. I use contour stick as foundation. She's so candid about her mishaps. That's what I love about her. I'm still getting dressed, she told the audience, adding, hey, guys, I'm not going to lie. 10 seconds ago, I was not dressed at all. And now I'm sort of half dressed. Look, it's fine. We're all together. I guess to which she added, I think my fly is up. We're fine. We're fine. Somehow we made it. Somehow we did make it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ain't this much lighter news?
It's much better than what we started off with. I've already forgiven everybody. The Culturistas, it's all over. Water under the bridge. Who cares anymore? My favorite part about this is that even on the as much as I say, like, we're never gonna be a huge thing, and I'm okay with that. I like where we're at. But
me too.
But I'm like, so even on national TV, people that host the morning show, their banter is still like Karen's banter. Because there's no way.
Be basic as shit.
There's no way that, like, I'll be sitting up here like, I need to craft the perfect joke and make the. And
I
then,
just be observing everyday shit. I'm like,
and then her thing is like, meanwhile at the Hornets game, I woke up, I was brushing my teeth with Ben Gay, and like, what? How is that what America's waiting with bated breath to see our opinions on news and what happened today, and you like, I tried to put my makeup on in the dark, and we got 10 minutes to talk about it.
We sure do. We got 10 minutes to the next. They just told me in my ear we got 10 minutes to the next commercial break, and I was like, ha ha! I got an idea. I told you this shit ain't got to be that complex, and I understand you and your writer's brain and all that stuff, but sometimes it be because the thing was so hilarious. I just be looking and observing and writing just shit just happening around me. Because before I wasn't paying no attention to it. That's why you asked me. I was like, I ain't got shit because my life is boring. But you was like, okay. I was like,
no, people want to hear. I'm not discouraging it. People want to hear it, and people relate to it. But it's just funny because in my mind I'm like, well, that's just our quirky show, nigga. This is like CBS, ABC. Like this is a big deal.
Millions of people tune in every day, and she was like, y'all gonna get my contour jokes.
She like, listen, y'all need to know that your girl fucked up the makeup this morning.
Yeah, and that's why I look tan today.
Meanwhile, I'm not sure the story's true. Like, I just feel like Karen pointed the hole in the story, which is it's a production team at a morning show that refuses to let you just walk straight from the chair to the house to the screen.
Somebody like, you ain't making me so bad. My name rolls up on the credits.
So either she chose to stay that way, and for the story, or she just made it up. But there's no way. Anyway, shout out to her.
Celebrities, they people too.
Yeah.
They just like us.
Last one. Home Alone star Daniel Stern was busted for trying to pick up an escort in the middle of holiday season.
Oh no, which one is this one?
He's one of the thieves.
Robbers?
Yeah, one of the robbers. That's not Joe Pesci.
Okay, about to say.
So there's only two choices, and you picked right. It's the other one. Here's my thing. It's during the holiday season. Maybe he was home alone. Feeling a little home alonely. And he just like, I'll pick up a prostitute. Okay. Y'all should see what I used to do. I used to try to kill children and steal from their parents' house.
I did when the kids was home alone.
I turned over a whole different leaf, and y'all still on my ass.
Never went to jail for them crimes.
He played Marv Merchants in the beloved 1990s Christmas film Home Alone. He's 68. He was not arrested in the case. In the Golden State, soliciting a prostitute is a misdemeanor, and violators could face up to 6 months in jail or $1,000 fine if convicted. The broken up romp fest occurred days before it was revealed that Stern had been commissioned to help decorate the famed home where the movie was filmed in Chicago suburb of Winnetka, Illinois. I got a call from the people who own the Home Alone house, Stern 68 told people during the interview published on Christmas Eve. And I'm a sculptor. They asked me if I could do a sculpture for the house, so I'm creating a sculpture of me and the spider. Okay, that's nice.
That's sweet.
And then he's like, hold on one second. Yeah, I'm gonna need a handy. How much is that? Let me ask you, how much you charge
for 20 minutes?
How much you charge for a blow and a bang? Oh, hold on. I gotta. People's on the phone. Just give me a second. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely put some tinsel up. We're gonna do that. But right now, I'm hanging some mistletoe on my balls. If you know what I'm saying. I think you know what I mean. The sculpture will be called back to the in-home chase.
There will be some jingle bells.
Yeah, she gonna jingle these balls all the way. You know what I'm saying? I got a dick in a box. Is what I'm saying for her present. Okay,
that's what she getting.
All right. The sculpture will be a callback to the in-home chase where Stern and Joe Pesci attempted to capture Macaulay Culkin's character Kevin, but are continuously stopped by the clever tracks the young boy had set up. What if that's how the cops busted him with Home Alone traps?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
He opened up the door for the prostitute, and a bucket of water fell on his head. He was like, "Oh!" He slipped and then fell onto an iron. This is a setup.
Right? I should have known.
Right. Which is going to be kind of crazy. So it'll be at the Home Alone house so that the spider, whatever his name was, Charlie, is being immortalized in bronze, he said. Stern, who has since left Hollywood for a ranch in Ventura, California to focus on his art, revealed that the sculpture was... Why is this becoming about the sculpture? I don't care about the prostitution. This is how nice white news is. This man got arrested, got busted for a crime, and it's like, did you know he painted a sculpture?
It was like, we already told you it was a misdemeanor, so yada, yada.
Yeah, so he was trying to get some pussy. But listen, he decorating the Home Alone house. Merry Christmas.
Just so y'all know.
Right.
But like this, you too can get a sculpture from the Home Alone man.
You think when the police busted in the door, he was like,
I know, right?
Only video listeners. To get
That's
that joke.
hilarious.
I've been looking at myself in the studio, and I made myself a lot handsomer than I actually am in real life. He shared, just why not? The actor reprised his role as Marv in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, where he rebranded the criminal enterprise with Joe Pesci as the Sticky Bandits. In October, Stern was rushed to a hospital after suffering a medical emergency, was later released and said he's now doing well. It's probably how'd he die on top of me. He was going too hard.
Too hard.
He has not spoken out about why would he? Why would he? He has not spoken out about the soliciting situation. He's not even making movies anymore. Who the fuck would he even be talking to about that?
Who is interviewing you other than him? Who is interviewing him other than you?
I'm sorry to disappoint everybody.
All my.
And they better bring them back if they do Home Alone, whatever
3,
number they up to.
yeah.
Are they
Home
up to
Alone
5?
6, yes.
I bet you they did how many?
Yeah, it's gonna be Kevin and his kids now. Let's
go.
Yeah,
there's no way they stopped at 2. There's no way.
I think they did a 3.
Let me see.
I don't know if they went up to 4.
All the Home Alone movies on IMDb. I'm 100% sure they kept this motherfucking shit going. Oh my God. Home Alone 1, obviously 1990. Home Alone 2, 1992. That's back when we could put a sequel out in 2 years, guys. Nobody does that anymore. Now we got to wait 7 years for the motherfucking sequels. But then 5 years later, they did Home Alone 3, which don't even seem like nobody else was in it. This is some different motherfuckers. This is
right. About to say
Alex Pruitt, an 8-year-old boy in Chicago, must fend off 4 international criminals.
Yeah, they try to reboot the franchise and it ain't the same.
Is seeking a top secret microchip in his toy car. It's still written by John Hughes, by the way.
Oh, I bet you that
wonder if
shit
he just got the writing credit.
Locked.
I don't even see. Damn, ain't nobody in this motherfucker from the first one, y'all.
No, I bet.
Scarlett Johansson in here.
And what?
As Molly Pruitt.
She must have been a child.
She must have been a teen, like the teenage older sister.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that had to be when she was much younger.
And I don't even see Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci was like, "Stop calling me. I'm in Goodfellas. I don't have to come back to slum."
He did that first one. He did that second one too, didn't he? And that was it.
Yeah, Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House.
Not Taking Back the House. That's
Home Alone 4,
hilarious.
Taking Back the House. Taking Back
That's
the House.
Funny.
That's what Trump should have called his campaign in 2024. Anyway, this one, the plot is, amidst his parents' impending divorce, Kevin McAllister. So we back to Kevin. Must foil his old nemesis Marv and his wife Vera's plot to kidnap a crown prince. What the fuck?
Oh, they jumped the ship, and I know that's not
the shark. Yeah.
Oh, jumped the ship.
They jumped the whole ship too, though. You're right.
I meant the shark.
Yeah. French Stewart plays Marv Merchant, which that's not the guy we was just talking about, was it?
Nah, I don't.
That's
think
a different
so.
dude.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, so Marv Merchant was played by 2 different actors. French Stewart. Yeah, cause like we weren't talking about French before. Am I tripping, y'all?
No,
yeah,
it's not.
Damn, they recast Marv. Daniel Stern is the only Marv we recognize up in this bitch.
That's the only one.
Sorry, French Stewart, but nah, I ain't going for it.
I don't know her.
I don't care what. You can't just come in and take over the iconic
role.
Marv Merchants. Yeah.
Not on my watch. I won't stand for it.
I'm not calling you a bad actor, but come on.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't just recast T'Challa right away. You gotta wait.
You gotta give us some time.
And then who the fuck is Kevin McAllister in this one though? Because it's clearly not Macaulay Culkin or whatever the fuck.
He stopped acting.
Yeah. By the way, the shit it's a top cast and it's only 17 people. I know this shit was straight to VHS.
It was straight to Blockbusters because that was back in the day. You know, Blockbusters got that shit immediately.
Kevin McAllister was played
Hollywood Videos.
Kevin McAllister was played by Mike Weinberg. Right, Mike Weinberg, who you may know from such hits as Two Guys, a Girl at a Pizza Place, Stolen Summer, and Life as a House. He was in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody for a little like 1 episode.
Okay.
Scrubs 1 episode. So yeah, they knew this shit wasn't about to make. This was for people that went to go rent Home Alone 1 and 2 at Blockbuster, and they was like, we got Home Alone 4. You seen Home Alone 4 Take Back the House?
And
it's got Kevin McAllister in it and Marv Merchants.
Yes.
Oh, for real?
You know somebody's family got suckered into that, and the whole household was pissed when they turned that shit on.
Home Alone 4. We got Home Alone at home.
Yes.
That's gonna be the title.
The babies turned around and was like, "Mama."
And the 5th Home Alone.
5.
Now here's the dates for the others. 1990.
Okay.
1992.
Okay.
1997. 2002. Guess the date of the last Home Alone movie.
Don't tell us like 2013, 2015.
2012. You were really close.
Okay, I was close.
It took them 10 years to get the gumption to do it again. And this time it's Finn Baxter. So they just done moved all the way off Kevin. They done moved the buddy that did Home Alone 3, Alex Pruitt. Alex ain't get a second shot at it. So Finn Baxter is the new Home Alone person.
So we giving y'all the Home Alone update because I know we can't be the only people lost.
Right. Finn Baxter sets up booby traps to catch the ghost of his new home's former occupant, then discovers that he must protect the house and his sister from 3 bumbling art thieves. The ghost? What? I don't want to say we've lost the plot, but I feel like once you throw ghost up in there.
What I tell you, babe, we done jumped the ship.
Yeah. We jump in the house. We done jumped the home.
Yeah, we did. We jumped the home.
We done jumped the home with this shit.
What's happening?
Christian Martin is Finn Baxter. You may know Christian Martin from such other stuff as Breakout and with an E and Northern Rescue. That's a no for me, dog.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sure he's a great person.
Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this man.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Wouldn't know a thing.
Although they did have Malcolm McDowell in here as Sinclair, and I will show you his face, y'all, because y'all do know this guy. And I'm like, damn, he was slumming in this bitch. They caught him slipping. They caught Malcolm McDowell slipping. He's an eternal bad guy. He always play bad guys and everything.
Oh yeah, you see his face, you go, whatever it is, he evil.
He got 18 award wins and 13 nominations total, and they was like, somehow they must have told him Macaulay Culkin was coming back. They got him. His agent signed the deal before they was like, oh, actually we got Christian Martin. That's even better. Christian Martin with a Y.
They lied to us. They knew that. They knew the truth. They was like, they lied to us.
You know who else in here? Eddie Steeples. Yeah, we got him. We got Eddie Steeples, y'all. Okay, so like this is gonna be a hit. Home Alone 5. And now you're going, who is Eddie Steeples? Do I know him? Yes, you do. If you watch My Name is Earl.
I know that dude.
The Crab Man.
Yes.
Yeah. Crab Man, they tried to make Crab. What happened to Eddie?
I don't know.
He was so good on My Name is Earl.
Yes, he was.
I feel like that was it. Like, it was like, his name is Earl. Your name is not, you not getting no more. He was in My Name is Earl. I Know Who Killed Me. Torque. Oh, not Torque. Oh.
I don't know your number that.
Torque was bad. It was a black bicycle gang movie. It was
black
not
bicycle.
Good. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, motorcycle gang.
Okay, I'm about to say.
But it might as well be bicycles, y'all. It might as well be bicycles. It was not well done.
I'm about to say, you said bicycles. These some dangerous ass bicycles.
I think Fabian. Let me see who was in this shit. Because I remember watching this and being so upset. Yeah, Ice Cube was in it.
I remember the commercials for this. I was like,
I saw it.
I will not be watching
Love.
this.
Faison Love was in it. I knew it. Yeah, dog. It was bad. It was bad.
Ain't that what they had that Zoom Vision?
Yeah,
I don't mean Zoom Vision.
He could get. He was on the motorcycle. He got the super motorcycle tunnel vision.
Yeah, I call it Zoom Vision.
He had the motorcycle powers. It was I could see the torque vision.
Yes, I remember that. I looked at that shit and was like, hell no.
I have achieved torque. Anyway, this nigga is not working. Yeah. Oh, he in Bosch Legacy. Okay, well, good for him, man. Bosch is on Amazon. That's doing good. That's
like he was like Achille and the Bee.
Yeah, he was in A Killer and the Bee. That's a good movie. But man, the rest of these, y'all, Hot Seat 4.3. Jiu-Jitsu 2.9. I know he wasn't doing no kung fu.
Oh, you know he would.
He had to be the Negro comic relief. It's no. Wait, Jiu-Jitsu stars Nicolas Cage? Are we serious? Shout out to the people that turned this off when we was mad. Cause man, this is good stuff. This is some good podcasting right here. Nicolas Cage was in a movie called Jiu-Jitsu.
I've never heard of this bullshit in my life.
Frank Grillo, Juju Chan, Tony Jaa, Elaine. I know Tony Jaa was in this for 3 seconds. Elaine Moore said, I bet Nick Cage was in this for 3 seconds. What is it? Oh, look at this. This is a still shot from them. Y'all, why does it look like it was filmed on PBS Public Access, y'all?
Hilarious.
What? Oh, Nick, it can't. Do Nick got money problems we don't know about?
Something.
Do you need some money? What is? Oh, everything looked bad in this. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna leave it alone, guys. White people news went off the rails, but in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, that's why.
Somebody said he owes IRS. I was like, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, he on that Wesley Snipes because Nick will be in anything. Like Nick Cage could. I think we can get Nick Cage on the podcast and we can go fund me up enough money.
Yes, we could.
I think he'll come on here with us and hang out and be like, "How much y'all got? Y'all got like $30? I can make the time." All right, we've decompressed enough.
Yes, we have.
And this has been almost 2 hours. Y'all.
I feel much better.
This is an old school episode.
I know, right?
We haven't done one of these in a while.
No, right? In a hot minute.
Yeah,
We got mad and went off the rail. I'm so sorry.
I think I'll end it now. I think we'll go to Sword Ratchetness and wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll play some guest array stuff later, and I'll AI some commercials in, guys. I'm sorry, but I don't know. Y'all tell me when the fuck would I put a commercial? Who fucking knows? It's all one long rant. Sword Ratchet this time. Sword Ratchetness, we go around the world, we find different articles involving swords, and we let you guys know what is happening because people are really just dropping the ball on covering the danger that swords represent. We know how much guns represent a danger to our way of life, but no one talks about swords. In this article, a sword-wielding man offers squatter removal service in the Bay Area. Shout out to Nick Jew. Yay. So this guy apparently
other people that come and
he's gonna try to help you get squatters out your house.
Right. You buy
a company in the Bay Area offering help with removing squatters from properties, and they're doing it by using swords. ASAP Squatter Removals CEO says the company has a 95% success rate. Crown Force Rob Nesbitt reports on how they do it.
Yeah, motherfuckers show up with a sword. I'm moving.
Right.
Shout out to the people taking it serious. The squatters are I get it. Squatters' rights don't trump sword rights. They don't trump not having a right hand.
It sounds like an intense way to remove a squatter. Go in with the samurai sword and scare the squatters out. But the CEO of the company offering this service says it's more complicated than that.
Guess the race, right?
Oh, white.
We don't even need to guess. We know. Free space.
Diagonals to the side.
James Jacobs has been trained in martial.
Can you imagine hiring this blade wannabe ass white boy to be? You know how
he got the leather black jacket. He looked crazy. You be like, oh, you actually might stab me, sir.
When you dress like this, you are either a sleight of hand magician,
right? Or you come to kill somebody. One of the two.
Like this nigga watched too much Solo Leveling.
Yes. Everybody here gonna be like, oh shit, that was cool. Or we gonna be like, ah!
Is that a black and white American flag on his vest that he has? You know that vest ain't bulletproof. That is styrofoam. He done painted that. Okay, that is not no real government issued vest. He just on the streets with a sword.
Is it in a sheath? What's happening here?
How desperate do you have to be with those squatters? And I listened to K-Bad talk about it on Firestarter podcast and how having people that you rent to but then they become squatters and bad renters and fuck up your shit and all that. I mean, I'm not saying he would have hired a man with a sword, but I'm not saying K-Bass wouldn't. I heard the frustration in his voice and I was like, you know what? He convincing me they desperate times.
Call for definite measures. You
So-
like, get out my goddamn house. You don't own shit.
Imagine how down bad you gotta be before you scroll down to the sword squatter man. Like, you know what, man?
You are tired of them people.
Strap up the sword. I need the help. Okay? Go ahead and level up your sword of cutting to 5+5 HP. I need it.
Martial arts for 15 years, showing me what's called a trainer blade. It would be illegal to have a real blade in public, but Jacob started his company.
Once again, all swords are real swords. Don't believe them, guys. This shit will fuck you up.
He said trainer blade.
Yeah, it's not sharpened or whatever, but,
It's still metal, right?
it'll knock the shit out of you.
Yes, it probably will.
A wooden sword will knock the shit out of you. It can still cut you too.
Yeah, the wooden sword fuck you up.
Yeah, I love when they try to say that. Like, don't worry, it's not a real sword. Buddy, that's like being like, don't worry, it's not. It's just more of a blunt force instrument. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's fine. Come on in my house. Come on in.
ASAP squatter removal to use real swords to clear squatters from properties. The CEO says surveillance is done first to pre-approve clients and make sure the squatters are illegally on a property. After that's established, a process called breach and clear is done.
Breaching is breaking into the property, and then clearing is actively going through the rooms and making sure there's no active threat.
According to Jacobs, lease agreements are signed between him and the property owners to allow his team to go in and remove squatters. And it's not just samurai swords used.
AR-15s, we have M9, 590, shotguns.
He's been in the work.
They got guns too. Woo! You can come in the house with a gun.
And I guess the people that own it be like, get them out of there by all means necessary.
We are 3 months away from revisiting this story. Like,
And
this man murdered 7 people.
Yes, he done took some folks out.
He worked for ICE now. It's like, we never saw it coming. You didn't see it coming.
Of removing squatters for 7 years and says it's a completely legal process. I talked with Cron 4 legal analyst Stephen Clark, who says that might be the case, but that the tactics used to remove someone from a property could lead to a criminal liability.
The samurai sword is a deadly weapon, and if there was a confrontation with a tenant or someone overstaying on the property, and that samurai sword was used to inflict injury, that could result in a criminal prosecution.
Clark recommends going through law enforcement and the court process required to remove someone from the property. Jacobs disagrees, saying he's well aware of the risks, which is why he takes precaution.
Right, he was like, y'all ain't trying to put me out of business.
They asked a legal expert who was like, follow the law. And my man said, I simply disagree and I have the sword. So what are we doing?
I don't know what we gonna do here.
All I know is this shit give results. Okay, we talking 6-7 years in court. Nah, I'm talking about 6-7 minutes in front of their house doing flips. Okay.
My tactic works a lot quicker.
I show up with the Ninja Turtles and I do the ice. I do the vanilla ice wrap, and then they get the fuck out. Go renters, go renters, go. Go renters, go renters, go.
Right.
To avoid legal battles down the road.
I have a $1 million insurance policy. I have an in-house attorney. Heck, people.
I want to meet his attorney, and he better have a sword too. I need. I need everybody in this man's life to have, like, the attorney got to at least have nunchucks. I need to be like Ninja Turtles.
Who his lawyer? Big ass rat?
Right. You want to talk to my insurance guy? He's Master Splinter, okay? He knows about some insurance. This man has been in the game for a long time. We got it out the mud, the sewers, and the goo to be 100% accurate, okay? Okay, this is my attorney, Raphael. He don't play that shit.
He don't play that shit.
Okay? Now, you want to get us to come out of the house, you want to squat, then you at least need to give us a pizza. That's minimal.
People make wrongful claims against my business all the time just to try and get money.
The cost of removing a squatter from your property using ASAP squatter removal starts at $10,000.
Oh, maybe I'm on the wrong side. Maybe I need to give me a sword. Maybe 10 G's? 10 G for 10 G's. I mean,
and you know what? For a lot of those people, they were like, I spent more than 10 G's trying to get these fuckers out of my house. So for them, they was like, this is the drop in a bucket to get you out of the house, basically.
10 G's?
You gotta be really desperate to spend that time. You probably been fighting these people for years.
Man, I will cosplay as Cloud Strife for 10, all I gotta do is act crazy in your front yard and be like, hey, y'all need to get the fuck out because I'm crazy. I'm gonna be up in here every day with this sword. Y'all don't got no rights here. I'm chopping trees down the front yard, everything. I want y'all to come out. I'm dressed as Blade. Let's go, bitch.
Yeah, and a lot of times the people that squat, they know the laws too, so they know
Yeah.
like I could sit here for X amount of years or whatever and all that stuff.
Also, homes cost a lot more over there.
They do
in the Bay, so maybe
Yeah.
10 G's not even that. That's like the nigga. That's rent. That's a month of rent.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please go and murderize
Get them the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Go chop some shit in by their cars. You know.
All right.
I'm just upset that this news played, and this is their failing as a news publication. Why y'all didn't follow him on one of the squatting jobs? You think we don't want to see?
That's true, right? I would have loved you, right?
He say he got a 95% whatever. I need to see it. I need to see. Also, low key, I want to see the 10%. Who are the motherfuckers that when he pull up with the sword be like, "Oh, I'm glad you came. I was hoping."
Right, crazy, crazy.
Okay, yeah. This what I've been waiting on.
Yeah, so I said this might need to be a TV. Yeah, they need to follow him like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, I want. Okay, because honestly, it's been getting a little boring staying in this house all day. I don't go to the store or nothing just in case they try to change the locks. I've been hoping for some entertainment. Come on in. Yeah. Oh, you got a sword? Cool. I got Lucille. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, guns. Oh, we doing guns. Look, boys, come on. Let me get my boys from the. We got us a fucking brawl out here. This the Jets versus the Sharks out this bitch.
I know. Boy.
Crazy boy.
Yes.
Hey, guys, it's a rumble. Get the heater.
I know. Throwing up jazz hands in the front yard and shit.
Who are the 10% of people that stay ready?
So they like, got to get ready.
Right.
They like, no.
Ding dong. It's a nigga with a sword. Yes.
I've been waiting.
Okay.
But he turned around and be like, and y'all told me I was crazy when I got my sword.
Places, everyone.
Yes, places.
It's the moment we've been waiting for.
The whole crew. People popping up behind couches.
Hey, everybody, turn the lights off. He here. That's the squatters gonna hire the fucking Foot Clan. And just
yeah, they is. Them niggas' heads gonna be popping up from all over the place.
Storm Shadow gonna pop out on this nigga. He
from
gonna
behind
be like,
the bed, the closet, come popping out of the toilet, the drain.
We heard you was We heard you was getting
you
people
put out the call.
Right. We heard.
We heard the whistle.
There can only be one. The lightning gonna start striking.
There can only be one.
Oh, it's Squat Man.
Thunder and lightning and shit.
We was hoping you would show up, Squat Man. Your reputation has preceded you.
Right.
All right, y'all. It's not gonna get any better than this. That's
it's
it.
Not, y'all.
This is one of my favorite episodes we've ever done. I feel like I can say it now.
That was fun.
You got all the range of everything.
I know. Get a podcast that can do it all.
Yeah, I feel decompressed.
I do too.
And yeah, I forgive everybody in the first segment. Culturistas, Roy Wood Jr. Not Stephen A. Smith. We didn't cover Stephen A. But not him, but almost. That's how good this was. All right, y'all. Until next time, don't forget sign up for Patreon for the ad-free shit. Don't forget the Pod Jam 3 April.
In April.
April 9th through the 12th, Las Vegas. Ticket link is in the show notes, and they do have virtual tickets as well. So don't act like you can't support that way. And until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah.
Mwah.